Most people know Leonardo da Vinci as the painter behind the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper, but what if I told you he was also one of history's greatest engineers? Long before airplanes, tanks, or parachutes were a reality, da Vinci was sketching out designs that were centuries ahead of their time. His insatiable curiosity and deep understanding of mechanics, anatomy, and physics led to inventions that, while not always practical in his era, laid the groundwork for modern engineering marvels. His notebooks, filled with detailed sketches, scientific observations, and mechanical designs, showed just how far ahead of his time he was. Even more fascinating, he wrote many of his notes backwards in mirror script, possibly to keep his ideas secret. Today, we're diving into some of his most incredible and forward-thinking creations. Leonardo da Vinci was captivated by the flight of birds and wondered if humans could join them in the sky. After studying the intricate mechanics of bird wings and the muscles they use to take flight, he designed a device that could be worn by humans, featuring wings that flapped to generate lift and propulsion. While the device never got off the ground, it was one of the earliest known attempts at human flight. Da Vinci's fascination with aerodynamics would later influence early aviation pioneers like the Wright brothers. His deep anatomical studies, where he dissected over 30 human cadavers, also played a role in refining his understanding of how movement and muscle function could be applied to engineering. Staying on the topic of flight, Da Vinci also designed what he referred to as the helical air screw. This spiral-shaped invention was meant to provide lift by pushing air downward, operating similarly to how a modern helicopter functions. However, materials and technology of his time made it impossible to build a working version. Despite its impracticality, the design demonstrated Da Vinci's deep understanding of aerodynamics centuries before the first helicopters were developed. His work on airflow and propulsion paved the way for future aerospace innovations. Da Vinci is credited with designing one of the first conceptual moderns of a working parachute that would allow a person to safely float to the ground. His design featured a pyramid-shaped canopy rather than the round or rectangular versions we use today. While it remained theoretical for centuries, in 2000 a daredevil actually built and tested Da Vinci's parachute, and it worked. This experiment proved just how ahead of his time he truly was. Da Vinci didn't just aim to master the skies, he also tackled the challenges of war and mobility. His self-supporting bridge used interlocking beams to hold itself together without the need for nails, screws, or ropes. The more weight applied to it, the stronger it became, making it an ideal structure for military use. The soldiers could quickly assemble and disassemble the bridge to cross rivers and ravines, showcasing Da Vinci's deep understanding of physics and structural engineering. Today, his bridge design is still admired for its simplicity and effectiveness. Modern engineers have even reconstructed versions of it to prove its practicality. During times of war, Da Vinci designed new weapons and tools, including one of the most intimidating concepts, the giant crossbow. Designed to launch massive projectiles, it was more than just a destructive weapon. It was meant to terrify opposing armies. While it may have been more of a psychological weapon than a practical one, it showcased Da Vinci's deep understanding of tension, mechanics, and military strategy. His war machines, including this massive crossbow, reveal a lesser-known side of Da Vinci, the military engineer hired by powerful rulers to design battlefield innovations. Da Vinci also envisioned an armored vehicle equipped with cannons that could move in any direction. The design was essentially a Renaissance-era tank, but it had one critical flaw. His plans positioned the wheels in a way that would have prevented it from moving forward unless modified. Some historians believe this mistake was intentional, possibly to prevent enemies from stealing and successfully building his design. Regardless, the concept of a moving weaponized fortress was revolutionary, and it foreshadowed the development of modern tanks used in combat today. While living in Milan, Da Vinci wasn't just focused on machines. He also envisioned an entire city designed to reduce the spread of disease. His urban plan included wider streets, underground sewage systems, improved ventilation, and multi-level structures that separated clean and dirty areas. Though his city was never built, his ideas closely resemble modern urban planning principles. His ability to think beyond individual machines and conceptualize large-scale infrastructure shows just how vast his engineering mind was. What made Leonardo da Vinci such a groundbreaking engineer wasn't just his ability to design incredible machines, it was his relentless curiosity. He didn't see boundaries between art, science, and engineering. To him, everything was connected. He was a chronic procrastinator, often abandoning projects halfway through because he had already moved on to something new. Yet his notebooks, filled with sketches and theories, serve as a reminder of the power of curiosity-driven innovation. His ideas continue to inspire engineers, inventors, and dreamers today. If nothing else, Da Vinci proves that asking "what if" is the first step toward creating something revolutionary. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Leonardo da Vinci's engineering mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which of his inventions fascinates you the most. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.